Where do you want to steer the Oso culture towards?
Pretty much every startup at this point has adopted some set of like values. And like I was thinking about this a few years ago and actually went and looked at the value sets from a bunch of different companies that I respected. And what you kind of see is that there's like actually pretty heavy overlap. And my conclusion from that like exercise and like the thinking that I was doing at the time is that like, well, there's actually a set of things that are unequivocally, uncontroversially good in a startup. You're never going to find like a leadership team that's like, you know what I need? I need more people who are low ownership. That's like what we need. And so what we found is that there's a set of things that are important, key ingredients to making a startup successful. And we know those as Oso expectations. That is to say, they're not just like values are the kind of thing where it's like, you could do it this way, you could do it that way. They would both be virtuous under different circumstances. These are things that we think are unequivocally good in a startup. And so that's why they're expected. They're not just, desired or valued. Okay, so what are those expectations? They are ambition, ownership, resilience, desire to grow. And I'll tell you like real quickly a little bit about each of them. So ambition is all about having like an intrinsic motor on your own and a desire to win big. Startups, we're like going against the odds. No one knows who the heck we are. We don't have a huge base of customers. We don't have a huge war chest like Google. And so what we need in order to succeed are people who have like a personal ambition to make something real happen. So that's the first thing. The second is ownership. And that's having a broad view of your role in winning. Yes, you may be a software engineer or you may be a salesperson, but actually your responsibilities are to the company and to the company being successful. And so that's why, it's all about prioritizing the success of the company or the success of like any one project or initiative. It's about being accountable to the results over the process. So that's the second is ownership. The third is resilience. Startups are really hard. Like this is hard. We're like trying to change the way that people have done something for many, many years. We're trying to convince people of a new idea. We're trying to educate people who have never heard about us. We're doing it in a super ambiguous market. We throw out code, we change things, we make mistakes. Like all of that is like basically part of the job. You want to have a baseline level of resilience in order to feel like that's going to be like okay and even satisfying. So that's the third one is resilience. The last one is desire to grow. We all agree here at Oso that no one comes in the door a perfect package. Okay, so if you agree that no one comes in the door a perfect package, but you want to do something really incredible, it means you all have to commit to helping each other get better. So that's about providing lots of feedback, soliciting feedback, having like processes and like, rituals that encourage people to be talking about feedback with each other, like doing retros after a given event or, stuff like that. So those are the 4 Oso expectations. And if I had to pick 4 things that we could just not give up, and those would be the core things, I think it would be those.